Exercise 1. Practicing without pressure. Many people set goals for themselves, such as quitting smoking, exercising regularly, changing their diet, or something similar. Often, the underlying motivation is the desire to change something we are dissatisfied with. Sometimes, however, we are not very successful in implementing our resolutions. We make a decision and then find it tiring or exhausting to follow through. Thoughts like, "I can't do this," or "I won't stick with it," may arise. However, the disappointment about not reaching a goal does not necessarily have to occur. It is simply caused by the belief that we must draw a conclusion or judge ourselves. In doing so, we create unnecessary pressure. Here is an example. I decide to quit smoking. I am sure that I want this and make a conscious decision. Perhaps I am frequently offered a cigarette or find myself standing in front of a cigarette machine. At some point, I think, "I need this now, I don't care," and I quickly light a cigarette. Let's assume I have been smoking for days or weeks since deciding to quit. What forces me to pass judgment? I can think, "I can't do this," but I can also take the pressure off and think, "I will manage this soon." If it feels difficult, that does not mean I am incapable. It simply means I need to give myself time. Our real problem with difficult resolutions is not that we are incapable, we are simply too impatient. We want immediate proof that we can follow through, but changing habits we are used to takes time. We can achieve so much if we do not draw a conclusion after 1 or 2 weeks and create disappointment about ourselves. Instead, we can continue supporting ourselves mentally in our intention. What truly matters is finding thoughts that strengthen the belief that I can do it. I haven't seen improvement for 3 months. So what? I know that I want it. That's why it will eventually become easy. These principles can be applied very well to make-belief training. I have consciously decided to do this training. Do I really want this? What is my genuine, felt response to that question? If you want it, you can do it because wanting is the only requirement. All necessary thought patterns are practiced systematically here, at your own pace. There is no point at which you must draw a conclusion about whether you have achieved something. In this training, there is not even a need to determine whether you have actually begun. The only important thing is maintaining the desire to do the training and waiting to see what happens. Mindflow 1. Practicing without pressure. If I want to practice something, I do not have to do it regularly from the beginning. I want to do the exercises in a way that benefits me most. That happens when I do not put pressure on myself, when I practice when and where it feels right. I do not need a quiet room or a relaxed atmosphere for the exercises. I can decide for myself when and where I do them. Above all, I do not put time pressure on myself. If I sometimes, or even often, forget the exercises, so what? I know that I want to do them, so I can do them in my own way. It will not feel like work. It feels good that it is not associated with effort. I will not tell myself that I have to force myself. I do not have to do anything. If I want, I can spend a year strengthening the positive belief that I will begin the training without having to start immediately. I allow the situation to determine when it feels right. I like the idea that I do not have to strain myself at all. Success differs from failure mainly in the decision to keep going, even after setbacks or feelings of failure. If I pay attention to good feelings in connection with the training, if I simply continue wishing to follow through in some way, it will work anyway, because I will not draw a final conclusion. I refuse to judge how far I have come. I also refuse to compare myself to anyone else. I will not force myself to do any exercise. I will only listen to an audio file when I truly feel like it. Only then does it feel good. Things we do on our own gain momentum. It is like a snowball thrown onto a snowy mountain. Once it starts rolling, it grows bigger and bigger all by itself. If I focus on the good feelings connected to my intention to do this training, it will be the same. I do not have to struggle. I throw the snowball into the snow and relax. Everything will begin moving and become easy. It feels good that it can be so simple. The only thing that truly matters is being aware that the desire to do it is everything. I tell myself positive things like, someday I might practice regularly and my motivation will continue to improve. That will be great. I am curious what my life will look like when I truly cultivate my motivation. It will be a lot of fun. I believe that someday I can do this. Time does not matter. I have begun, and now I give myself time. I can approach this calmly and do not need to compare myself to others. I will definitely manage this.